we're gonna be Let's Play Shadow Hearts Covenant. Last time we made our way through the Rhonda mines and got all the way to Wales, only to realize that Roger had been kidnapped, so we decided to beat up Lenny instead. This time, with the new knowledge in hand, we're going to head to Florence, Italy. Not the music I expected to come out of Florence, Italy, but okay. Do realize that there's someone behind the dancer. See? He's there. He's not moving very fast. Without widescreen, I'm sure he'd be out of camera shot at the moment.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And the horn dogs just look.
She's doing that.
That's a good question. That never gets answered. Even the dog's like, really? I have no idea what Blanc would be saying there, just because they don't ever translate what he's saying unless you're in a wolf bout. But yeah, it's kind of funny that even he has a response to this.
Incredible.
And what have we here?
And here comes your fortune.
Fortune teller. Oop, bad fortune. Luckily, I don't believe in any of that, so, you know, there's that. Never really understood the whole appeal behind astrology or anything like that. Tarot cards.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
Come back again.
Yeah, Karen's voice actor is pretty famous in the voice acting, anime, and video game community. I believe...
Fortune reading is over, everyone.
I believe she's at least
There's
familiar
a 3-month waiting list here. Now give up and go on home.
in the scene as well. I could be wrong, though.
Bend the rules a little more?
You must be deaf, old man. Our best girl does not come that cheap.
A man named Thomas told us about you. He said that you would know something about a group named Sapientes Gladio.
Sapientes Gladio? That old business. Forget it. I haven't got the time.
Oh, please, kind lady. Won't you please help us on our quest?
And what do I get? I suppose you have no money either.
Well,
I got a little bit of money.
that is,
Not a lot, but a little bit.
Yuri, don't be such a jerk. Why don't you just ask her already?
Why did you do that? What do you think you're doing?
Yuri, you're an idiot. Don't stare. It's rude.
Pretty please?
Not really your finest moment, bud. But okay, if you insist.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, why did that work?
Oh, well, I suppose I'll have to help. Let's see.
You two. You're going to have to work it off on your backs.
Huh?
Those two? If we're talking manual labor, I think we should make Joachim do it. He's got the biggest back of anyone here. Yeah, well, she said back, and now we're talking about bodies. Sometimes the translation for this game comes across really weird. But yeah. Talking about bodies in an erotic dancing fortune-telling shop seems kinda sketchy. Want you to go with Lucia, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Get me a flower to use in my incantations. Valuable flower, huh? Maybe you'd rather perform a sexy dance or two. Well? Look good in a see-through outfit. Okay, there's actually one person that'd be far better in a see-through outfit. And that's Blanca. And Yuri's already thinking about what she would look like in his head. Quit trying to imagine it. Too late, buddy. And the thing is, Joachim's like, I'll go for that. Why you mean to poor Joachim? He hasn't done anything wrong. He's trying to help. Even if he is a little on the weird side. That wasn't very nice. Joachim is like the best character. He's so much fun. He's just a complete and utter idiot. Alright, we'll go get a flower. Too bad. Good luck now. We'll have such fun together. Okay. You say so. What else do you say? Exit the town and you'll see where to go. Yeah, whatever. Was there items in here? I don't recall. There actually, okay, there is one. In my head there was one here. I don't recall from my playthrough whether there was one here or not. Always check statues. For whatever reason, they love putting items next to statues. So there are 9 items total in this area. There are seeds. That's 2. A cult-hating Mateo. Don't believe in fortune-telling, huh? Alright. What about you? Used to dream being a dancer. Well, unfortunate for you, I guess. What about you? Used to be a real beauty, huh? You say so. War is spreading. You're anxious, are you? Anxious Al. Long and distinguished history, but by artists for centuries. Hello, little girl. You're practical. Okay. Won't do us any good anymore. You can't go, like, it's kind of weird. Like, this is like the wall. It's on an angle, and you just can't do anything. I kind of talked about this before, where I kind of mentioned a little bit that the towns seem like they project that they'll be big, and then you get there, and then there's nothing. This town has 2 screens. The entire city of Florence has 2 screens. It's kind of off-putting to, you know, given these like large cities you go to, Paris and all these other ones, and for whatever reason they just don't show you very much. Like, I guess it's kind of filler in a sense, but it still gives a more real, lived-in kind of approach to the world, and it just comes across better, at least to me. You'll never marry. I got plenty of money. Here, have it if you want. It doesn't fetch much money. This is one of the most important ones. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. The important bit is... this one is a 12-hit physical damage attack. This is one of the most useful abilities in the entire game. up until now, the best we could do for multi-hit attacks was like Yuri with a spell that does 6 hits. Joachim can do 4 hits. If you use your attack boost items, you could do up to 5 hits with a normal attack. But we pretty much didn't have a good way of hitting those multiple hit combo requirements in order to get items up until now. We've basically been relying on combo magic. Well, we no longer have to rely on combo magic, which is good because as we saw in previous episodes, the linear attack does not work very well. So we don't have any good ways around that, or at least we didn't up until now. So that's important. That's item number 3. This lady here will roam between... Actually, no, there's only one screen. So I don't think we actually... Or maybe we do. I don't know. But yeah, there's... this lady here will give you an item if you did not load completed save file from the previous game. And what she'll give you is one of the stud cards. So you don't get it here. This is where it balances out. So getting that bonus one at the start of the game really doesn't help you all that much. Anyway, so yeah. So there's that. She won't give me anything because I already have it. At least I'm pretty sure that's the one who gives it to you based on every kind of piece of information I've seen. New ways to make quick money. Backstreet Nero. City of Flowers. Every time I hear City of Flowers, we're thrown back to Legend of Dragoon. I think it was Danu? I'm terrible at French pronunciations, and I think that's what that was supposed to be in that game. Only 2 towns around worth seeing. Are they now? Sure, somebody will have something to say about that. Item? Item? What about you? Anything eaten with your hands isn't food. If that's the case, do chips not count toward your calorie total? Don't think that's the way it works. Anyway, a lottery ticket. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3. Technically, that the one from the maid that we didn't get would be 4. This will be 5. So there should be 4 items left in this area here. How am I going to finish this hat? If only I had some more straw. Okay, you want some of this? Gotta let me have it. Alright, this is the first time we get to trade one of the pieces we got for this trading quest, and it's the last time you'll only have one option. As we go forward from this point, you'll have multiple options of who you can trade the item that you get to. If you trade it one way, it can lead you in one direction. If you trade it to someone else, it'll lead you another, or it'll end the quest right there. And we definitely don't want that. So, in this case, we want to say yes, because there's only one person who will accept the piece of straw, and that's this guy. He's going to give us an underground film. When we make it to a subsequent town, we will have the ability to trade that to one of 2 people, which will lead us down one of 2 paths. And there'll be other branching paths from there, and we don't really care too much one way or the other. But if we want to get the best result the quickest with the least amount of time spent doing other things, so that was 6, 7, so there should be, yeah, it should be 2 items left. There's nobody here. Let's try and leave. So here's one more item, so I'm missing 1 item at this point. Hold on a minute. So yeah, I'm going to direct you guys on the fastest way of getting the best reward for the trading quest. So if you just follow along with what I do, you will be able to get the best reward the quickest for yourself. There is one other way of getting the reward that I'm going to get, but it takes more trades. And so I wouldn't worry about it. You could do it either way if you've already started in one direction, but as long as you haven't made a bad trade somewhere for an item that you get. Like, always save before doing it if you're unsure, but haven't had a bath in days. Ew. That's the thing with traveling. No shower. Rooney, President of the World Fitness Walking Society. Anyone who's played the previous game has a pretty good idea where this is going. Don't get involved. Wanted to ask you a favor, that's all. The pedometer, just like the previous game. It's worth equipping this time, just like the previous game. In this case, I think it leads to an ultimate armor. It leads to something pretty good. You need to get up to 10,000 steps, and once you have 10,000 steps, you can approach, I believe it's her? I could be wrong. Maybe it's a guy, I'm not sure. Always terrible trying to figure out what what the gender is of a lot of the sprites in RPGs. Whether this is back on the Super Nintendo, or hell, even on the PS2. I am terrible at being able to figure these things out. Yeah, we just need to walk around and we get the stuff that we need. Wants to spread the world, or the word. I can speak English, don't worry. Tell one of your club members, we'll get a prize, right? Yuri's like, I've seen this before. Not quite. You have to come back to me for the prizes. That's a pain, except for the fact that it's not really anymore because point-and-click world map. But, a little embarrassing to admit, but, you know what? Guess what? I'm the only member. Yeah. I can't remember if that was the same bit they used in the previous game or not, but either way. And it's a society. Yeah. Go on and get walking. Okay, so pedometer steps only count in dungeons or specifically in areas where you can run into random battles, and it cannot be equipped on a background character. It has to be one of the 4 in your main active party at any time. So we're going to equip, I believe, Blanca with this for now. Sure, doesn't really matter. We just want to equip it on somebody. You can get that. The replacement man that I got in a previous episode is something you probably have seen in like Star Ocean games. It basically is, it takes the death for you and you just revive after it's auto life basically and then breaks. So there's that. Yes, okay. There's one more item in here. There are also other normal prizes that you can get. I think there's another one around here somewhere. To buy one of the light posts. There we go. And the Vepar crest. Alright, so we've got all the items in here. As you can see, there is a wolf there. Wolf bout. I would highly recommend saving. But before even doing that, let's go here. Yeah. You and your stuff. Do I need a dress? Did I write it down? I did not write down to do a dress at this point, so I'm not going to worry about it. But if you didn't load a save file from the previous game, then now you have enough stud cards to match up with what I had. It's okay. I'm gonna talk to you. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna save. No, I want to actually stand on the save point. Okay, now that we've done that, I'm going to talk to you, and we do have some stuff to buy. In this case, where's my shopping list? We don't have new weapons. Instead, we have new armor, chainmail vest. I already got one from enough hits on Lenny there, so we only need 2 more. And then we need 2 silk shawls, whatever. And then what else? And I also wanted to pick up a studded belt. Just one. You don't need 2 of them or anything like that. It's probably not even super necessary. And we're going to go for discount. And now we have access to the 20% ring. And that's the first ring I've done today. Alright, so we got that. Now let's show the difference with that chainmail vest. It saves me... So yeah, it's better, and it does save me quite a bit compared to that for you, that for you, that for you, and that for you. It does save me a bunch of money that I would have had to spend on it otherwise, and I'm glad to have that. Here we're going to put the studded belt on you for right now. And anything else? Crest change. Let's see what that new crest was. Oh, we have a bunch of new crests. We have Raise Up, which is a life spell, which is nice to have, I guess, early on. But eventually we'll have enough money to spend some additional money on Talismans of Luck, and then we basically don't need this spell ever again. This has got Hail Break and Bright Light, so 2 different elements here, which is nice. Here's a crest that gives you kind of 3 of the basic buffs. Surge for increased attack or magic attack, Barrier for magic defense, and then Mirage for evasion. And I think that's all the new crests. So I'm going to give you this because you already had those 2 elements anyway, and now it costs less. Now if you get more than 2, like if you get 2 of the same ones, like in the case of Bright Light and Bright Light, it cuts the base cost in half from 16 to 8. If you get a 3rd one, like I have Hail Beak 1, 2, 3, it drops it down, I don't know by what percentage, but it drops it down a little bit more. So you can get some really cheap spells off. It only cost me 6 MP to cast this, and I can basically cast it all dungeon long and never have, you know, run out of MP or anything like that. So that's nice. So we got that set up. I'm going to save again. Because I don't want this to be annoying. And in this particular wolf bout, there's actually a prize for a perfect ring victory that I care about, and that is a Seal of Force. So if I don't get it on my first shot, I will do it, I will reload and try again. A stray wolf. Don't want to touch a stray, huh? Bring it on.
You'll soon know what it's like to fight the elite.
And I'll show you that schooling and pedigree don't have any meaning in the real world.
Okay. So I don't remember this one being particularly difficult. You could cast Gale if you want to, but notice how, like going from a basic spell, notice how our turns are offset every one. Gale immediately has a much lower recovery time, so it's going to give the enemy 2 turns. However, once I target Blanca with it, it balances out. So if I cast this, I need to be able to deal, like I'm going to need that extra turn in order for it to be a worthwhile cast. And since I'm not getting 2 turns against them regularly, it's really not worthwhile using all that much. It's actually kind of rare for Gale to be worthwhile using in a one-on-one fight. If you had Blanca set up with Barrier or Shield, that might be worthwhile. But I'm just going to go for normal attacks. Ew, 54? That's not very good. Alright. Well, I'm reloading. Okay, I gave up talking because I don't want to say the same thing that many times, and I'm not going to tell you how many times it took me to do this. It really shouldn't take this long. I don't know what is wrong with my brain today, but I can't press the button when the icon is in the perfect spot. Anyway, Water Elemental, 256 HP. Very weak physical attacks, as you can see. Didn't even have to heal. Seal, but I don't care about Seal because I was using physical attacks. That's it.
Inconceivable. Valedictorian of the Wolf Academy. Beaten by a lowly stray?
Kept in a cage like a pet bird. All they want you for is show.
Okay. Soul Comet is powered up once again. You won't believe it. You can't admit defeat, you shouldn't fight. But yeah, I have no idea why I just broke and could not do the ring. That took way too many attempts. Yuri has studded belt. You have studded belt. Okay, so I was was primarily getting it for you, and then I'm gonna give you the leather belt, up my attack power a little bit. Unfortunately, you don't get much of anything. We're gonna take this off, give you that. Sure, why not? Anyway, who has Cure Spell at the moment? You do. We have a decent amount of MP. Should be good. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have. Or not. We can have a cutscene first, that's fine. In a pub. Ah, there's Lenny. And Nikolai.
And so it just slipped out, did it? Well, they must be in Italy by now, I suppose. It's a good thing for you, Lenny, that we already moved the old man. We'll be all right, but no thanks to you.
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. I promise. You haven't had to face the guy, so you don't know. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with that guy. He doesn't listen, and right away he's ready to use his fists. And he plays these mind tricks on you.
You're pathetic.
Lenny's just not very bright. That's the only thing.
Forget it. I've had problems on my side, too.
Huh?
That old man. He appears senile, but he's a tough nut to crack.
Oh, man. You mean Bacon? That old skeleton face?
That's right.
What do we have to worry about that guy for? What do you and the Master need him for, anyway?
That's none of your business. The Master has his own plan for things. As for me, it's just a matter of simple curiosity.
Curiosity?
Simon and the Godslayer, they're somehow connected to each other. Which means, well, there are plenty of ways I can use that connection. Lenny, get the airship ready. We're leaving soon.
They have an airship? And you're trusting Lenny to do something on that airship. Doesn't seem like the smartest plan. Anyway, Mon Mariana Island is our next destination. But, as I was starting to say before, that's pretty much all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.